Did you know Walt Disney holds the record for the most Academy Awards won by an individual, with 22 Oscars from 59 nominations? Walt Disney, the man behind the magical world of Disney, is a household name today. His creations, from Mickey Mouse to Disneyland, have brought joy to millions of people around the world. But behind the success story lies a journey filled with setbacks, rejections, and dark moments. Disney's path to fame was not an easy one, and his story is a testament to the power of perseverance and innovation. Walter Elias Disney was born on December 5, 1901, in Chicago, Illinois. From a young age, he showed a keen interest in drawing and cartooning. His parents encouraged his artistic talents, and he spent his childhood honing his skills. Walt Disney's early life was marked by financial instability. His family moved frequently, and they often struggled to make ends meet. Walt's father, Elias, was a strict disciplinarian who often moved the family for financial reasons or to seek new opportunities. At the age of 18, he dropped out of school to pursue a career in commercial art. Disney moved to Kansas City, Missouri, to pursue a career in animation. He found work as a commercial artist in a newspaper, but his true passion lay in creating animated cartoons. In 1919, he was fired from his job at the Kansas City Star for lack of imagination and no good ideas. In 1920, he formed his first animation studio, Laugh-O-Gram Films, with Ub Iwerks, a fellow animator. Laugh-O-Gram Films faced numerous challenges right from the start. The studio struggled to find funding, and Disney's early cartoons were not commercially successful. In 1923, the studio declared bankruptcy, leaving Disney with a heavy debt. Despite this setback, Disney remained determined to succeed. He moved to Hollywood, California in 1923 in hopes of finding better opportunities. There, he created a new character, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, which gained some popularity. However, Disney's partnership with Oswald's distributor turned sour, and he lost the rights to the character. The pressure of running his own studio and meeting the demands of his investors took a toll on Walt's emotional well-being. In 1927, he experienced a nervous breakdown, which led him to take a break from work and seek medical attention. This experience forced him to slow down and reevaluate his priorities. This was a major blow, but Disney was undeterred. He decided to create a new character of his own, one that would become synonymous with his name. On November 18, 1928, Disney created Steamboat Willie, the first Mickey Mouse cartoon, a cheerful, optimistic character who quickly captured the hearts of audiences. The success of Mickey Mouse marked a turning point for Disney, propelling him to national and international recognition. Disney's creativity and business acumen led to the expansion of his studio, producing iconic films like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 1937, Fantasia, 1940, and Pinocchio, 1940. These films showcased groundbreaking animation techniques and storytelling, cementing Disney's reputation as a pioneer in the entertainment industry. Disney was a pioneer in the field of animation, constantly pushing the boundaries of the art form. He introduced new technologies, such as multiplane cameras and cell animation, which brought his characters to life in ways that had never been seen before. On July 17, 1955, he opened Disneyland, the first of his many theme parks, in Anaheim, California. When Disneyland opened its doors, it faced unexpected issues, such as a counterfeit ticket problem and a scorching heatwave, earning it the nickname Black Sunday. However, it has since become the most iconic theme park in the world. Disneyland revolutionized the concept of amusement parks, creating an immersive and magical world that transported visitors into the stories they loved. Disney also ventured into television, producing popular shows like The Mickey Mouse Club and Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier. He also established Walt Disney Records, which released soundtracks from his films and other popular music. In the early 1920s, Disney's first studio was nothing more than a garage, where he, along with the talented Ub Iwerks, worked tirelessly to bring their groundbreaking cartoons to life. This makeshift studio laid the foundation for an empire that would later define the entertainment industry. During Walt Disney's struggle days, poverty cast a long and oppressive shadow over his dreams. After the bankruptcy of his first studio, Laugh-O-Gram, in 1923, Disney found himself in dire financial straits. The loss of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit in 1928 further deepened his economic woes. At one point during the production of Steamboat Willie, the cartoon that introduced Mickey Mouse to the world, Disney and his brother Roy were so strapped for cash that they resorted to eating dog food to stave off hunger. Their financial predicament was so dire that Walt lived in his studio to save on rent, transforming it into both a workplace and a makeshift home. These were the days when the visionary creator of magic and dreams grappled with the harsh reality of having no money, no food, and no place to call home. In a shocking disclosure from 1938, a letter unveiled Disney's studio for its gender discrimination, explicitly excluding women from animation roles. This revelation exposes a dark facet of Disney's legacy, spotlighting the formidable hurdles faced by female artists in the early animation era. In the 1940s, the Disney studio employed over 1,200 people. Of these, only 10% were women. The document underscores a stark contrast between the enchanting on-screen worlds and the discriminatory practices within the studio, compelling a reassessment of Disney's historical impact on creativity and inclusivity. During World War II, Disney's studio was requisitioned by the U.S. Army in 1941, and the company was forced to relocate to a smaller facility. As a result, Disney's production of animated films declined during the war. The company did, however, produce a number of training films for the military, as well as propaganda shorts. Disney produced 68 films during the war years, compared to an average of 12 films per year in the pre-war period. Over 500 of Disney's employees served in the armed forces during World War II. Disney's net income declined from $1.5 million in 1941 to $500,000 in 1945. In 1947, Disney faced an unexpected turn of events as he was subpoenaed to testify before the House Un-American Activities Committee, HUAC, on allegations of communist ties. This politically charged incident, often eclipsed by his creative accomplishments, sheds light on a clandestine chapter in Disney's life. Disney was known for his demanding work ethic and his relentless pursuit of perfection. He often pushed his employees to the limit, expecting them to work long hours and weekends to meet his high standards. For example, in the 1930s, Disney animators were paid an average of $20 per week. This was well below the living wage at the time. This led to a number of complaints from employees who felt that they were being overworked and underpaid. In the 1940s, Disney's studio was the target of a strike by its animators, who were protesting against low wages and poor working conditions. The strike was ultimately unsuccessful, but it did highlight the problems with Disney's labor practices. Several of Disney's early films have been criticized for containing racial stereotypes. For example, the film Song of the South, 1946, features a number of negative stereotypes about African Americans. Disney has been accused of copyright infringement on several occasions. For example, the company was sued in 1992 for copyright infringement in connection with the film Aladdin. In the 1990s, Disney was accused of using child labor in its factories in Bangladesh. An investigation by the U.S. Labor Department found that children as young as 5 were working in these factories. In 2001, a group of former Disney animators sued the company for age discrimination. The animators alleged that Disney had fired them because they were too old. The case was settled out of court for $29 million. In 2005, Disney was sued by a group of Native American actors who claimed that the company had discriminated against them in the casting of the film Pocahontas. In 2012, Disney was accused of sweatshop labor in its toy factories in China. A report by the National Labor Rights Foundation found that Disney workers were being forced to work long hours for low wages and in unsafe conditions. In 2016, Disney was criticized for its portrayal of a Polynesian princess in the film Moana. Critics accused the film of perpetuating stereotypes about Polynesian culture. Despite the controversies and challenges he faced, Walt Disney's legacy is undeniable. He revolutionized animation, established a global entertainment empire, and created characters that continue to captivate audiences worldwide. His stories have inspired generations, promoting values of optimism, imagination, and dreams. Disney's story is a reminder that even in the face of rejection and setbacks, determination, innovation, and a willingness to pursue one's dreams can lead to extraordinary success.